Good morning, students. Children, do you remember that we discussed that there are three organs of the government? What are the three organs of the government? They are the legislature, then we have the executive, and then we have the judiciary. Legislature means the people who frame the laws for the country, the rules and regulation for the country. Executive means those who execute it, like the laws are made, but it has to be executed, it has to be taken care of, and the country should be run according to those laws and regulation. And the third is the judiciary system. Judiciary means our courts. They are the ones who protect our law and order. Now, what is the function of these courts, the judiciary system, children? The judiciary system is the protection of the fundamental rights. Remember in 4th standard you will study that there is a fundamental right that whenever your rights are not given to you, then you can move to the court. If it is denied to you, you can move to the court for justice. So, the protection of fundamental rights are to the citizen. That is the function of the court. Okay. So whenever a citizen feels that he or she has not been given their proper rights, they can move to the court, and court has to find out, look into the matter and give the judgment. Secondly, children, the judiciary system, it is interpreting and safeguarding the laws which are made in the constitution. We have framed many rules and regulations. They have to be interpreted, it means they have to be seen in a correct way, and they have to be used for safeguarding the law. The laws should be safeguarded. There should be no violation of the rules and regulations. Okay, providing justice. Each and every citizen of this country is equal in the eyes of law. We have studied that. And so, each and every citizen should be given its proper justice. If he or she has come to the court for seeking for justice, he or she should be given the right justice, means not any partial one. The court should not be partial towards the rich or towards the influential people. Everybody is equal in the eyes of law. Even the president in the highest position to any citizen of this country. Okay. And ensuring that the constitution is not violated. The constitution which is framed according to which the country is governed should not be violated. Violated means it should not be not followed properly. Violate the rules and laws. That should not be done. If the law says nowadays there is a thing going on that in some of the cities of our state there is a night curfew because of this corona pandemic. Now, that is the work of the judiciary system to see that the thing is functioning properly. Our judicial system is, anybody who is violating the rules and regulations should be bring to books, means it should be given the proper judgment, punishment, or if he has done something wrong. So, this is our judiciary system, our court. Okay. In court also we have three levels. We have the highest court, that is the Supreme Court, which is in New Delhi. Okay, that is our highest court, and there are many judges in the Supreme Court. There is the head of all these judges is the Chief Justice of India, who is actually nominated by the President of the country. He is not an elected fellow, he is nominated by the President of the country. Then we have the High Court in each and every state. Each and every state's capital has the highest court, and that is known as the High Court of that state. And then we have the lower courts or the district level courts. Each and every district, even in Bharuch district we have a court, and there are many lower courts. Okay, so in this way we have three levels of court system, children. So the Constitution of India provides for an independent judiciary. Our judiciary system is not at all linked with any state or any central government. Nobody can influence, even the President or the Prime Minister or the Chief Minister or the Council of Ministers cannot influence the judiciary system. You must have seen that whenever you have seen some court scenes, isn't it? You have seen that the lady's eyes are tied with a black cloth. This means that we cannot, when we are passing the judgment, the judge passes his judgment, he should not see the person who is standing in front of him. He should see whatever the thing has been, means when you pronounce the judgment, you should look into the matter first, not that who is this person standing, is he my relative, or he is a minister, or he is a rich man, or a poor man, or a beggar. No, he or she is equal in the eyes of law. Now, as I told you that the highest court in India is the Supreme Court in New Delhi, is the highest judicial body in our country. The Supreme Court, when it passes a judgment, even the government has to follow it. Okay, whatever the ruling is passed by the Supreme Court, you must have seen many a time Supreme Court passes the judgment, because people, when they feel that the government is not giving their right, or if whatever law has been passed, maybe it is not in favor of them, they can go to the court seeking for justice, and the Supreme Court is the highest judicial body of our country. There can be maximum of 31 judges in the Supreme Court. 31 judges can be maximum, okay? And the highest judicial position is that of the Chief Justice. I told you, he is the Chief Justice of the country, and all the judges are appointed by the President of India. All the judges of the Supreme Court are appointed by the President of our country. Okay, they are not elected. Okay, and the High Court is the high judicial body in a state, and then we have the district courts and lower level courts also there. So even the High Court judges, they are the independent body. They are not related to the government of India or the state government. Okay, so their function is to look at the matter of any judicial matter, any law which has been denied to somebody, or maybe some laws have been violated. So their work is to give the fair judgment, not any biased one. Okay, thank you.